So, hello, this is a new series of videos called Speculative Fiction or SF. Speculative fiction is a broad category that has a lot of genres that I love, like fantasy and science fiction. I didn't want to name this series just fantasy because it's like limiting. I will talk about science fiction and I will talk about hybrid forms of genres that contains both fantasy and science fiction or any other genres. I will talk about it all. I will talk about a lot of things because I like a lot of things. I like speculative fiction overall, right? So the first video that will be here would be about One Piece. The thing I love, the thing a lot of people love, and yeah, why I love it. So you probably know One Piece, like everybody knows it, and it has. By the way, this video doesn't have any spoilers, maybe minor spoilers. If you don't want to know any, even the tiny spoilers, you shouldn't watch this video because I will spoil probably few things. But overall, don't worry about it. So, a lot of people, when talking about One Piece, for some reason, in my circle, talk about fight scenes, which I think are cool, but are far from important. And a lot of people talk about things like themes and world building and characters, all of which are great. I agree. All of those things are amazingly done. But the one thing that I love, it is very particular thing, is characters, but not only characters, but character design which Oda chooses. And I haven't heard a lot of people mention this, but Oda chooses to write characters with very strong personality. Characters do not change much in One Piece. If character is introduced, there is a very high probability that this character won't change almost at all during 1,000 episodes. The core of this character will stay the same. In a lot of books that I read, for example, currently I'm reading The Wheel of Time, Great Hunt, main characters like Rand, Matt, and Perrin, and Egwene and Nynaeve change a lot. They start from one point and go and become someone else at the end, right? And that's okay. That's great. A lot of people do it, and that's a good thing to do. But the style of Oda is so fascinating because he doesn't do it that much. Of course, he writes characters that change because you can't write a story where nobody changes. That's just not boring, but you have to do it very particularly. There's probably a few examples, but overall, people don't do that much, right? But Oda does, at some capacity. Oda write characters that do not change much, and he does it by writing them with very strong motivations and very strong personality, and that's what I love. Every character in One Piece have some beliefs, and a lot of characters of One Piece have dreams. In fiction, in speculative fiction, in a lot of books, a lot of characters are like in real life live through it with uh, with some feel of probably uneasiness, right? Uneasiness, a lot of questions. Why do I live? What do I want? And One Piece doesn't have that very much. Pretty much all the characters know what they believe and know what they want, and they stay by it, and they fight for it, which is amazing. It's just amazing storytelling. So if you haven't watched One Piece, you might have a complaint right here and tell me like, dude, it's boring. Characters need to change, and otherwise this would be a boring story. Thus, One Piece, it would be a boring story, right? This is wrong. First of all, even if characters don't change, it doesn't mean we don't change our view towards them, right? Can't you have some prejudice when you start One Piece, and you have some prejudice toward characters, and during thousands of chapters, you will see one character that doesn't change much, shown in a lot of different angles, and you will learn to love it all. You would learn to love a character that you hated at the start or didn't like it much at the start, because you understand it better. You understand this character much deeper and better, and that's what good about them. And also, if Oda doesn't spend a lot of time developing the characters, he develops the character. He doesn't develop the personality of the characters, right? The change of the characters. He doesn't spend that much time on it. He spends that time to, first of all, new characters, developing them, and some bits and pieces, rare cases when he does develop characters, and most of the time he just puts to show this one or few characters, as I said before, to show it in different angles and advance the themes of the story, shows the world building, makes the plot interesting, and he spends all of this doing it, all of it at the same time. So yeah, that's what I love, that characters are strong, they have very grounded personality, and that's actually fascinating, because in my life it tells a lot about me, actually, because in my life I'm not sure about my life, as I said in my intro. I don't know what I want, and reading about people, reading about all of those characters that they are sure that got their shit together, right? That all of them know what they want, are very refreshing and very feels good to me. Life seems easier, less complicated, and more fun. Also, I told you that they have strong personalities. They're not the same, obviously. A lot of characters have strong personalities and are not the same at all. They're very different, and Oda shows it with their dialogues and ridiculous designs, which is great. But there is one common thing that I also love in One Piece, that every person, a lot of characters have, is the loyalty. The loyalty in One Piece goes crazy. It's not the power of friendship. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that every character has strong personality. I'm telling it's the 10th time, but anyway, every character has strong personality, and this character, she goes with it till the end. This character, she just doesn't give up, fights for it till death, but still does the thing she believes is right. And that's amazing. And yeah, the loyalty is the like characteristics that has most of the One Piece character have, and I love it. The second thing, and loyalty, even if they're not loyal. For example, if a character is very pretentious and he betrays everyone, right? He stays the same most of the time, right? He stays like a pretentious fuck. So yeah, and also that's, I don't know. It feels good. After reading Naruto, I first read Naruto when I was like 13, 15, and then reading One Piece, you just feel this big difference when Naruto just goes and says to the bad guy, "Don't do it. That's bad." And bad guy goes, "Oh yeah, that's bad. Let's be friends now." Versus One Piece, when everybody punches each other and stands for what they believe and don't change. That sounds simple. That sounds boring. That might sound trivial, but actually that is awesome. I probably didn't explain it very well, but yeah, that's what I love. And the thing is, there is as I said, people in the real world are a bundle of contradictions. Or I didn't say it in this video. I had a lot of takes of this video because uh, my speaking is very poor. So people are bundles of contradictions. But in One Piece, characters have strong personalities. That's why they don't contradict themselves very much. But there is a lot of characters, and you have to come across a character that goes against those rules. And this character that I'm talking about is my favorite character in One Piece. The character that I have in my icon in YouTube is Usopp. I fucking love Usopp. I love Usopp. Why do I love Usopp? Because he still stands by the One Piece standards, that he has very strong beliefs. He wants to become the brave warrior of the sea. Because what is Usopp at its core? At its core, Usopp is a storyteller. He is the guy who tells stories. He is the guy who is fascinated by his world, and he wants to explore and know more about it and tell other people about it. That's so cool. And also the fun fact that maybe a lot of people don't know is he's a fabler. He likes fables. And fable, like if you read fable backwards, it would be Elbaf. And yeah, people who know. I hope your mind is blown. So Usopp at his core is a storyteller, and he loves life experiences and fascinating stories and life in general, right? And to experience these awesome stories that he wants to tell and know about, he needs to become a great warrior of the sea like his father. And that's why he has strong belief that he really wants to become brave warrior of the sea, because he's at his core a storyteller, and he wants to tell and know about those stories, what's going on in this world, right? This is Usopp. And as I said, he has a contradiction. And the contradiction is he's a freaking coward. Usopp is a coward character. If you don't know the Usopp character, he's do I have it here? I think he's this character, right? Usopp is the guy with the long nose who lies a lot and who is a coward. If the situation gets very bad or scary, he runs away. He's the first one to tell, let's stop, guys. Let's just not do this. He's the first one to suggest giving up. Right? And that's okay. It is his character. He's a coward. But I just relate with it so much. I relate with Usopp so much because I am a coward too. I am a coward. I am a lazy person. I didn't do much in my whole life. But like Usopp, I have my desires, I have my dreams, and I fight for it. And I just love Usopp for that. This is my favorite panel of Usopp. I can show it. So, even though he's afraid, he still stands by his ideals, right? And this panel perfectly represents it, because he, like a lot of people in One Piece, is loyal. He is most loyal to Luffy. Luffy, in his opinion, saved his life, and he believes Luffy very much because Luffy believes in Usopp very much. And in this situation, this is one arc, Alabasta. I lied. There is spoilers. Okay, I will not then. No, I will not. I said there won't be very big spoilers, and I will stand by it. You just saw bloodied Usopp, but this is a shonen manga. Obviously, the main characters are gonna get bloodied. That's okay. So basically, what I was gonna say is that Usopp is a coward. Usopp hates danger. He wants to run away. He's afraid, but he still does the thing he has to do because he believes it is right, and I love it. I relate to it, and that's what I love. That's what I love about One Piece. That people are very strong. So yeah,